Welcome to Micro Podcast. I've got my friend Jonathan Gandolf, CEO of The Juice, here with me. Today we're talking about Jonathan's mustache. Jonathan, why?
I don't know why. I need a better answer to that. I think why not is probably the only formidable answer I have right now.
Well, I love it and I'm jealous of it. So good for you. We're actually talking about a post that you had on LinkedIn. You asked a provocative question around, are you a marketer or an accountant? What's the thinking behind that question?
I have to give credit to where the inspiration came from. Greg Wise from OneScreen.ai asked me that question. I thought it was so good because I think we as marketers and in an environment where there's so many macro pressures, we're being asked to measure everything. Whether you call it paid marketing, performance marketing, it's almost turned into this financial role where all you're doing is measuring pay per click, cost per lead, cost per impression.
Yeah.
And it's almost, we've over-indexed on measuring everything. And marketing at its core is creativity, it's storytelling, it's brand, a lot of things that inherently are immeasurable. And I think the best marketers are finding the way to balance both, even though so many marketers are being asked to only do things that are positive ROI and truly measurable.
I love that. And I love how it kind of creates a moment of internal assessment for marketers. Because honestly, a lot of people, I think, are attracted to getting back to the creativity, the storytelling that's at the roots of a lot of what they envision doing as a marketer. What would be your recommendation for someone who's also having kind of that moment where they're considering, maybe I've over-indexed on being an accountant, performance marketer? What are ways for me to kind of get back to emphasizing some of the storytelling, the creativity that really makes connections in a human-to-human environment?
I'll say two things briefly. I think one, making sure you have the internal alignment. I'm not advocating for all not measuring or measuring everything, right? Like there has to be a balance of both. And I think making sure your team is aware of those things is really important. The second one I would say is listening. Sit down with customers, sit down with prospects, sit down with employees, ask a lot of questions, ask a lot of follow-up questions. And I think the stories and the creativity will naturally emerge from those conversations.